Yo! Are we back? Are we back? What's up? No, seriously, are we back? Someone tell me. Are we live? Let me check the settings. Let's check everything we got here. Live stream. Excellent connection. Even. Is the audio levels all good? I'm a little bit further back today. Like, I've mainly been streaming like up here, but I wanted to be. I thought, you know what? Because I don't have to do too much in this. It's not like I got a play, so I don't have to be completely up against the screen. I thought I might as well get it going like that. Hey, back on YouTube. How you doing, guys? Been a little while. Let me just get this chat a bit better. Sorry, I'm a tiny bit late as well, mainly because I actually had to re-log into YouTube. You set things up so Streamlabs, like, you can have multi-stream setting, but whatever the main login is, you can't turn that off. So I had to log out of Twitch, log back in. It was a whole thing, okay? It was a whole thing, but we are back. How's my hair looking today? Let's have a little look. Good. We look all right. We actually look all. Okay, nice. Yeah, we're back. For those of you that don't remember what this show is, The State of Games, it's a play on the state of play, but it's where we discuss things within the gaming world. I'm going to be doing it weekly moving forward, every Wednesday from around 12. Where did 12 come from? Where did 12 come from? Because 12 doesn't even come into any of the equations. From around 7:30, 8 o'clock, I'm going to decide on the best thing. We're going to see. We shall see, because it's a slightly shorter show. I've been streaming a bit earlier over on Twitch. I've been starting at 7 p.m. because we've been streaming for up to 4 or 5 hours sometimes. Definitely at least 3 hours, playing a couple games, which usually makes it about, about 4-ish or so hours, Untitled Notch, welcome. Callie on the modding duties. Thomas on the modding duties. The Jeffrey, welcome back. Jeffrey saying, what is this? It's the midweek masturbate, basically, under a more tasteful name. Optimus Backsweat, how's it going? Thank you very much for the dono. Straight off the bat, I respect that. Is everything open already in Britain? How do you mean? We're pretty much back to normal. On the most part, and even like as far as like sort of the wearing the masks thing, that's been heavily eliminated in recent times as well. So yeah, we're kind of back. Most things are open. I mean, you can go to events mainly. Like, yeah, I'd say most things are. A lot of people are double vaccinated at this point as well, so I think that must obviously help with the confidence in reopening things, so I think that works. Jacob, how are you doing? Long time no see. I'm doing good. How are you doing? Thank you for asking as well. Really appreciate it. Daniel, how are you doing? Good to see you, my friend. Fulguro Geek, good to see you as well, my friend. Tasteful is not my taste. We know. It's so strange being back on YouTube because there's like a big latency. I wish there was a way to change the latency, but I completely forgot. Like if I say something on Twitch, it's instantaneous. Like the speed in which it goes out on Twitch is almost scary. It's almost as close to real time as possible. So I've got to remember that when I'm asking questions to the chat and such. But yes, mainly this is a show to discuss the stuff that's going on this week in the world of gaming. So I'm going to use the first 10 minutes or so to open up the chat for people to throw in suggestions and stuff. I got a couple things to talk about, like, we've got GTA Trilogy in the title. We've got Forza as well. I want to take a little look at Forza. I know there's been a fair few little glitches and stuff popping up. I'd really like to have a little look at 1 or 2 glitches and just have a little look at Forza, because it's not a game I'm probably going to pick up. Unless it comes out on Game Pass on PC, then maybe I could do a one-off stream on that. Just Matthias, good to see you. Ballistics, good to see you as well. Great to have. Long time no see. Yes, Abdul, how you doing as well, man? I am streaming fairly regularly on Twitch, but I understand that it's not to everyone's taste. I personally still think that it is the better choice out of the 2 platforms for the reasons that I've explained. I've turned the entire Twitch Bamalam into gambling addicts. I don't know if that's necessarily the best thing, because we have like in-chat games now, and we have a whole loyalty point system where the longer you watch is the more loyalty points you get. So whoever has the most loyalty points at the end of the month will actually get a game gifted to them. Whoever's second place gets 3 months gifted subs to them as well. And then whoever's third place gets 1 month gifted sub. So there's a lot to play for. And not only can you get those points by watching the stream, but you also get those points by gambling, as Thomas just put an example in the chat. You can gamble points in there, and you can play a fake slot machine in there, and you can even challenge other people to a duel for their points as well. So there's a lot of really fun things that we're doing, not only in what we're playing, but also keeping the chat alive as well. So there's a whole bunch of things that I do recommend. If all you got to do is download the Twitch app or put it in your browser, it's not the worst thing in the world. But enough about that. I hope that tempts some people. I mean, being able to play for your own choice of game at the end of the month is a pretty good feature. But yeah. We've been having a lot of fun. I hope you've all been having a lot of fun. If you haven't been following us on there, it's still love. And like I said, the reason that I'm doing this is because it guarantees that there's at least a stream per week. I'm still doing event streams and things like that over on here, like we done the Elden Ring trailer, like the 15-minute trailer last week, I believe. That was a lot of fun. You know, we've got the Games Award coming up. I'm sure we're going to have another State of Play coming out. We did the State of Play recently. It's all the reactionary kind of discussional stuff that's staying over here on YouTube, because I feel that's mainly what this channel has been about, you know? I could overall say that gameplay stuff is some of the least viewed things on the channel. I think it's more about the interactions that we have, even with streams and such. The first impression streams always do really well, and then they sort of like kind of tailor off, or trail off, I guess is the correct term. So it's more about sticking over here. Don't switch off computer. Sticking over here for the discussional stuff, so we can really check in with one another and have our say about this thing that's linked us all together, which is the world of gaming overall, you know? So that's what I'm going to do, and that's why State of Games is going to be here every single Wednesday. Now, the other reason for doing that is because when you're streaming 2 games per stream for up to 4 to 5 hours, doing that every single day is definitely an easy way to burn yourself out. So I thought what would be really good is when I get to Wednesday to have something to sort of break up the week. We finished Death Stranding last night as well. Played that for almost 5 hours. There's a lot of cutscenes and stuff, so I didn't play that much in the last part of it. But, you know, I think today's a good day to just break up that week a bit and check in and just talk and have a good time. You know, am I getting Elden Ring's Collector's Edition or Liza P? I'm not getting Collector's Editions. The reason that I don't get Collector's Editions, number one, is because there's no point in me waiting for these games to turn up. Like, I like to do first impression streams. Being in England, it means usually the game comes out at midnight, which gives me at least a 5 to 6 hour jump on most of stateside, you know? And that is very good for like getting in new people and people that want to check out the game before it comes out and stuff. So if I do a digital purchase, it means I can download the game the second it goes live. If I'm waiting on collector's editions and physicals and stuff, then that's going to stop me from being able to do that. And I don't know about you, but I feel like first impressions have become quite a key thing in my streams in general. So that's the reason that I'm not going to get a collector's edition. The other reason is because I like to get my own type of collectibles. I've shown you these in the past, and I'll show you them again, but at some point in time. But I genuinely like to get my own sort of collectible things, be that my own huge Buster Sword replica or my Ghost of Tsushima mask or all of my little Nendo droids and my custom PS1 cases for PS5 games and so on and so forth, things like that, you know? So I like to choose my own collectibles, and this is no offense to anyone that enjoys getting collectibles, but sometimes some of the stuff you get is quite crappy. You know, do you remember like the Assassin's Creed Valhalla statues that kept, like, they advertised them to look one way, and then when you actually get them, sometimes they're a bit shitty. So I'm good, you know? Personally, and I've said this before and I'll say it again, what I would love with the PS5 is for them to not only do like little statues and stuff with these sort of collector's editions, but give us custom plates for our PS5. Give me some sick artwork. I don't want a steelbook. Give me some sick artwork on the panels that I can attach to my PS5. I don't know why they've not done that. I don't know why a company hasn't tried that yet. But I really think that next year, PS5 need to get into the custom panels games, because there's a lot of other people making money doing it with vinyls and stuff and certain paints you can buy. But that's to me, that's an easy way to capitalize on a market that you should already be in charge of, in my own opinion, you know? We got Really One Gamer, how you doing? Darkness Wins, how's it going? Elden Ring, how can we get in it? Buy the game when it comes out, man. If you were not approved for the network test, then there's not much that can be done. If someone got a code and they're not using it, I've seen... Am I going to say what I'm about to say? I've seen a couple gamer girls on Twitter being like, oh my god, the From Software community is so nice, I can't believe someone gifted me a network code. Come on, man. You know why they gifted you. Come on, man. There's simps everywhere. They didn't just give you the code out of the blessed feeling in their heart because they want you to play Elden Ring. They likely signed up with 2 emails and just so happened to either get 2 codes, or they just straight away gave you their code because that's what guys on the internet do to try and impress women for some reason, as opposed to just striking up a normal conversation. They're like, if I give you things, you will give me love and attention. That's not how it works, man. Optimus Backsweat, thank you again for the donation. Can you tell Namco I need Ace Combat 8 already? I mean, I can send an email to my contact at Namco. I don't know if that will do anything. But let's say people on eBay putting up Elden Ring Collector's Editions pre-orders for £200 to £300 plus. It's just ridiculous, isn't it, man? But fair play. That's the other thing. Do you know the worst thing about anything that's like rare or collectors at the moment is there's just scalpers out there just straight up just being dicks, man. Like, just straight up, whatever comes out now, there's going to be people that buy them for the sake of selling them on and boosting it up. We're not playing an MMO, bro. I know you need to get your money, but let's not do the real life marketplace stuff, you know? Let people that want to buy that stuff at its regular price buy it, instead of just going out here and just straight up, like, making the economy of gaming messed up, you know? Did I see the Avengers Spider-Man poster? What, you mean for the Avengers game? We'll see. There's simps everywhere. Continues to simp on main. Yeah, I mean, sometimes, if you follow me on Twitter, I will. But I'm not jumping into these girls' DMs. I'm just like, I'm gonna appreciate the post, man. I'm not straight up like, this is gonna get me some pussy, which is what most people on the internet assume is gonna happen, man. Get out in the real world, or get on dating apps and stuff, and go meet some real women, man. Stop trying to simp your way into some pussy, man. Walk your way into some pussy, you know what I'm saying? Not forcefully or anything like that, but I mean fucking walk like a man, talk like a man, and fucking get your game up, son. So codes to impress women, I'll take note of that, says Mighty John E. It's fine, I signed up yesterday. I think I was late. Yeah, the beta test was the second. I believe Ballistic sent me a code. Not a code, but I definitely had a DM about it, and I was on top of it as well. The second I saw that it was going live, I straight up just put my email in and prayed for the best, and luckily I got it, which does mean this Friday, you know, this Friday I will be streaming some Elden Ring, and over the course of the weekend I'll be streaming some Elden Ring, and because it's Elden Ring, I might, for one time only, do a double stream. I might stream on Twitch at the same time as streaming on YouTube. We shall see. I might just, because the game's that damn special, I might just bring it back for all platforms, you know? So we shall see. Jacob, how's it going? Okay, thanks, guy. Didn't sub nor knew about you before the next gen release. Always good to know some things about the people you are watching. There we go. I'll have it. Joking. Give it to chat. Give what to chat? What am I giving away? I mean, like I said, we're doing giveaways on Twitch at this point in time. Also, quick update before we really get into this. I know I've been sort of talking. There's some things I want to move on to, but please, 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 please do give me suggestions. If there's anything that's come out this week that you want to discuss a bit more in detail, we can do that. My little list goes like this. We're going to talk a bit about the GTA Trilogy stuff, because I know I made a video saying that it looks great, but now that I'm seeing more gameplay stuff, I'm a little bit iffy about it. We're going to take a little bit of a look at Forza Horizon 5, because I've loaded up a couple glitches that I want to take a look at, because I'm seeing some hilarious things pop up on Twitter at the moment, like cyberpunk-esque stuff as well. Then we're going to take a couple looks at a few trailers that have happened this week by going over the PlayStation thing. I missed the Battlefield Portal trailer, so we're going to have a little look at that. Jurassic World Evolution launch trailers dropped. Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1 trailers dropped. We're going to talk a tiny bit about the Elder Scrolls thing. Astro World doesn't fall under gaming. I'm not going to talk about it. I've given you my thoughts and feelings on that about Twitch. I'm not going to give any more attention to all of the fuckery that happened at that event. I don't condone anything. It's completely on the organizers. It's completely on the performers that could have walked off stage, stopped or whatever. They could have done more to avoid that situation. It's horrible and just a prime example of how money and greed triumphs over human life. And that's all I've got to say on that matter, because I don't want to get back into some deep shit. This is about discussing the gaming world and stuff that takes us out and away from the fuckery and bullshit that happens out in the real world, okay? It was a travesty. My love goes out to all of the families, but seeing all of these celebrities just being like, oh, my thoughts and prayers and whatever, fucking send money to the families and do some shit. You were on the bill, fucking show support. Go out of your way, and in the same way, here's a very, very good example. You know recently what happened with Alec Baldwin? People like Dwayne The Rock Johnson have come out and said, all of my production studios moving forward will no longer use any sort of real ammunition, even real guns on set. That's the kind of proactive, forward thinking I would like to see concerning Astroworld. Considering the fact that there was a complete pandemic happening anyway, putting that much people all together was never going to be a great idea given the current circumstances of the world. What you need to do now is work out how you can make certain festivals and things even more safer moving forward. That's it, okay? I hope you understand. I gotta play Forza, Bam. It's really great. Okay, let me have a look right here. We can actually... I paid for the Game Pass because it was £1. I got the Game Pass on my... on my PC because I was like, you know what? I've not tried it out. Last time I tried to do it, it didn't work. Forza's right here. Is it on? And can I download it? Let's have a look. I'll click on it. Oh, I can install it. I can actually... Look at this. I can install it, right? I can install that. Would you guys like me to do a Forza stream? Like a one-off Forza stream? I can do that. I mean, I don't have to pay for it because I paid £1 for the Game Pass, which is fair enough. If it gives me access to the entire game, I don't mind doing that. I don't mind testing. The main reason I got the Game Pass was because most of the games I play on my PC are like oldish games. Like I play stuff like League or like Minecraft or whatever. Stuff that doesn't really push my PC into anything and any sort of problems. And it's a decent PC. So I was like, I need to try out some slightly better games on here. I tried Halo. It seemed to run completely fine, you know. So shall we give Forza a try? Obviously not right now because it's not going to... I mean, give me like just over 100 minutes and it will download on my new internet. But yeah, like in general, okay, I'll log that. I will note that down. We'll give that a go in the future. We will give that a go in the future. Thank you, everybody. But I guess that kind of moves us into discussing a little bit as we move forward. Old stuff like Myst. Yeah, this is it, man. Like, this is what we do as PC gamers. Like, we get the most expensive PC we can afford on our budget, and then we go and play games like Minesweeper. Like, it's just the way of the world, the way of the PC world, you know? And then we look at console stuff and we go, these graphics are trash. And then we go back to playing like Minecraft. Like, it just is what it is. So, yeah, I think we can actually move into the discussion series now. The discussion side of things. Afropunk, how's it going? I thought you wanted to play the flying sim game. I mean, we can give that a go as well. It's on the Game Pass. It just... Before I completely rebooted my PC and has wiped it fresh and loaded it, Game Pass would never download anything onto my PC. And then even then when I did all of that, it still didn't download things onto my PC. And then I can't remember what I did, but I think I just updated it or reinstalled it or something. I did something and now it starts to download games again. But genuinely, no matter what guide I followed to try and get it working, it just wasn't working and it was really frustrating. So I couldn't play anything and it is what it is. But yeah, let's start off with a little bit of... where's my GTA right here? It's going to be... Oh, it's right here. Okay. So let's have a little look at this. Forza Horizon 5 is a Game of the Year contender. Really? That's crazy to me. We've had a crazy year. I mean, I can't say anything until I play it. So I'm going to open this up. Well, we're going to talk about Forza in a tiny bit as well. But for now, we're going to have a quick look at this this definitive edition versus the original graphics comparison. Because as I said previously, I was really like, oh yeah, GTA Trilogy definitive edition doesn't actually look that bad. But the more that I'm seeing things come out, the more that I'm like, this doesn't look like it's worth the £50 price tag they're putting on it. So I'm more than happy to eat my words if I feel like I'm wrong in a certain scenario and stuff like that. You're saying that it's your second favorite game this year. What's your first favorite game? That's the difference. Because for me, obviously, racing games just aren't my thing in general. I don't mind playing them a bit, but it's not like I need more investment than that. You know, I definitely need more investment than just racing. And then, even then, I will be surprised to see if Forza is better than Riders Republic, which is a racing game that I'm currently really enjoying playing. And it's got the nice open world features and such as well. And it's got a lot of variety with the extreme sports elements too. I really do hope that Riders Republic has a sequel in the future, and I hope that they take it out of that big open world outside environment and go to a big open world city and actually include skateboarding and micro scootering and rollerblading and a couple of the things that they left out in this version. I think that would be a very good way to do a sequel for Riders Republic, or like a DLC or something at some point in time, because it is a very, very enjoyable game and I love being out in the open and such. But I do also wish that they had a bit more of a focus on the urban style of extreme sports as well. But yeah, really enjoying Riders Republic overall. Thank you to Ubisoft once again for providing the code, and a double thank you to them for actually raiding the stream when I played the game, because that was a crazy moment for the original first month of like streaming on Twitch and such. I didn't think we were going to end the month with such a bang. To have over 700 people watching at once was completely crazy. Pamphorium, how are you doing, my friend? The GTA pictures that came out with PS2 like graphics is from the Switch version. That doesn't surprise me, but let's have a little look, because I don't think this is going to be Switch stuff. So like instantly, do you want me to go full screen? I like this setup because it allows you guys to stay on. You can see everything. I think you can see everything. I can slightly move like that. You can see everything, and on top of that, also, it allows you guys chat to stay on screen, which I think is important as well. So let's have a little look at this. Like, it almost looks clean, and then like it's that looks good. That looks pretty good. Like, the environments look pretty good. I think it might just be the character models. I think it could be the character models. But then there's something about the cars as well that's like a little bit off. Some cannons in the trunk. Holy shit! Where'd you get all? This is so nostalgic, man. Is it like super nostalgic? Riders Republic Extreme, it writes itself. Very good point. Sad I missed your final run of DS. Watch the replay. Hope you're feeling good and energized. I'm feeling pretty damn chill, man. I'm feeling pretty damn chill. Me personally, I'm liking how the graphics update look for the trilogy. This is it. Like, originally I was, but then some of those photos came out where I was just a bit like I don't know how I feel. Like I don't know how I feel, you know? Let's have another. Let's keep going though. This stuff. Been saving for a rainy day. It's just, I think it is the character. Do you know what it is about the character models? Do you know what it is about the entire game as well? There's something about the way they've updated it that just reminds me of. Do you guys know Totally Accurate Battle Simulator? You probably do. I think I've got it downloaded as well. I love that game. I think I found that on the Game Pass. I was like, what? Tabs is on here? But there's something like almost like quite Tabs-esque about this. Smoggy, how you doing, man? Am I going to be playing the trilogy? Well, we're slightly deciding here. Felt like it needed to be fully rebuilt from the ground up to justify the cost. I do as well. It's like £50. So I've been asking if people want me to stream it. I think what I want to do is, if I do stream this, it will be next week, because I've got Elden Ring to worry about this week. I know that I should be doing the Battlefield beta, like not beta, but early access. I might do that. But I'd rather play Elden Ring, and the Elden Ring window times are really weird. It's like 11 till 2 p.m. on Friday, then it's 3 a.m. till 6 a.m. On the Saturday morning, and then it's like 7 till 10 in the Saturday evening, and then there's another 3 a.m. till 6 a.m. one on a Sunday or so. Like, you know, it's a weird way to do it, because there's only certain amount of windows that you can play it in. So I think that's going to take my focus over Battlefield, which I already have purchased and will be playing when it comes out regardless, you know. So yes, I got the access to the network code. So yeah, it's just a little bit of a weird one. So if I do play the trilogy, I will probably buy it in physical from GameBite.com, because in case you guys don't know, I am now a brand ambassador for GameBite.com, which you should all check out for some of the best prices on games online. Like in general, they're like they're doing very, very good deals, and Black Friday deals are coming up, and they do payday deals, and they also are currently doing buy 2 games and get 10% off. Right? So there's a lot of good things going on with that. So if people want to see me play the trilogy, I think the best way to do it would be, initially, I will play, say, like 2 to 3 hours of each game. Like, do a first impressions on each game, and then I will potentially play through my favorite out of all of them, which I think is Vice City. It's very, very difficult to decide if I like San Andreas or Vice City more, but I feel like Vice City is just, there's just something a little bit magical about Vice City, you know. And also, if we play Vice City, let me see if it's here quickly, hang on. I don't know if I've got... I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is, but like some of you may remember that I've got like the Tommy Vercetti shirt, like I've got like a replica Tommy Vercetti shirt. So if we play Vice City, it gives me an excuse to wear it, and a whole bunch of other fruity shirts as well. So I would be up for playing Vice City start to finish, but that would definitely be something that would probably fall under my new daytime stream format that I'm rolling out this month on Twitch, which will be around 12 o'clock through till 2 o'clock on some days per week, which is going to be Bamalam's brunch time sessions, and I will be playing the games that aren't like my prime time slot kind of games, you know. Bamalam got a man bun fluff? What are you talking about? What the fuck does that mean? I don't even know. I've never heard that as a terminology. But yes, that makes a lot of sense as well, why they're stress testing it by putting it into smaller windows. It's hard to adjust to how the character models look. I think it's because they had to make all 3 games have kind of similar art styles. Well, they all kind of those 3 games, I said this when I was talking about it before, those 3 games really do share a similar art style already. I'm going to put this on mute in the background, because we don't need the music, right? Like, this is an iconic scene right here, and this looks pretty clean. It's just their faces look weird. You know, it's just the faces look weird. That strip, man, I've spent more time on that strip than some real roads in my life. You know? So yeah, I think out of the 3, in the same way what Jordan's saying here, it's I didn't notice you had a band in it too. I've not got a band, bro. I've got wireless headphones on, man. There's a big difference. So it pushes everything to the back here. But yeah, while I think San Andreas is like the best of them, because obviously that was like when they were really getting into their shit. Like it had loads of extra features that I thought were really cool with San Andreas. Vice City is the one which is just holds such a special place in my heart. I don't know why. I think it's the soundtrack. I think it could genuinely be the soundtrack. So original, Don't get me wrong, though. San Andreas' soundtrack is incredible as well. I mean, it doesn't look that... San Andreas looks like the best one out of them, like face model-wise and stuff, you know? Like 100%. I think that's probably to complement the fact that they were a little bit further with it as well. Did they put like fake ray tracing on this? I think they did, right? Like you can't see any palm trees around. You can't actually like you can't see a palm tree here, but maybe or is what have they done? What have they done? What have they done with that? Is it like fake reflections? Or am I tripping? Are they actual real reflections here? Look, check it out. No. It's... Hang on. It looks like it's picking up the... The angling's a bit off, but it looks like it's picking up the traffic light and stuff. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, no. Ray tracing Skywalker. So, yeah. Having looked at that, I'm not as worried about it as I am, but I still think there's something slightly janky, as you guys are saying, to sort of adjust with that overall. Ray tracing, it is confirmed. There we go. There we go. I think it does have ray tracing. That's good. That alone is a good improvement. That alone is a massively good improvement, you know? So that's cool. So that's pretty cool. Not mad at that at all. I do think, and I've said this before, I do think that changing it to make it look a slightly bit more cartoony probably works with... I do feel that these games were a little bit more tongue-in-cheek than later GTA and Rockstar releases. But I'm sad that they've decided to do this and they didn't do like Warriors and Bully. I feel like those games deserve to be given this little treatment as well. And I probably would have been happier... Yeah, there's definite like attempts at ray tracing in this. But I probably would have been happier to see those two games brought back. And I think they underestimate how much of cult classics both of those two games are as well. I think they really love GTA as a franchise and assume that we all love them as a franchise. But genuinely, if they had turned around and said we're releasing like State of Emergency Bully and the Warriors in a free pack, I probably would have been happy with that. I think I would actually be happy with that. So, Forza. We're going to talk a little bit about Forza because I've been seeing this glitch all over the place and it looks crazy to me. But at the same time, you guys are saying like that it's a potential game of the year right here. And we're going to play it. I'm going to have to squeeze that in at some point in time, but we're going to give it a go. Fingers crossed for a GTA 4 remake at some point. I mean, they probably will. And it'll probably come with a GTA 5 remake, you know? Probably will come with a GTA 5 remake at some point in time. But yeah. All right, I'll get the I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it up to the chat right now. We're going to do it. We're going to do it like this. Should I buy and stream GTA Trilogy? I'm gonna leave that on. I'm gonna leave that on for you guys right here. Brett, how you doing? Forza looks amazing. Far Cry 6 is my favorite game of the year so far. It's been a good year for Ubisoft, to be fair. I don't know if I'd say a good year. I'd say it was a good month. Like they just came out with 2 bangers back to back, which is very rare for Ubisoft at this point in time. No shade on them or whatever. Just genuinely, like, I think we can all agree. You know, I think we can all agree that there's been a little bit of lackluster from them from time to time. But at the same time, I wouldn't write them off in the same way that I kind of write off EA. Interesting news, as a quick segue. Very interesting news. Rumors, well, not even rumors. Apparently, EA are working on Fight Night. Apparently, once they finish the next UFC game, we're getting a new Fight Night game. Which, to me, is incredible news. Incredible news. I really, really, really am looking forward to the fact that we can get a new fight night. I want to see Tyson Fury swinging arms in there with Mike Tyson and such, you know. I want all of the classic boxers and some of the fairly new recent boxers. I want Jake and Logan Paul up in there, you know. I genuinely do. I can't wait to see Logan Paul in the next fight night game and punch his... No, I'm kidding. I have nothing against the guy. He seems like a fairly decent guy, and he's definitely matured a lot in recent times, so fair play to him, man. You learn from your mistakes and you move forward, and he's just doing what he wants in life because he can do that. He can afford to do that now, and I can't help but respect that at this point in time, you know. Like, fair play. The dude got in the ring and didn't get knocked the fuck out. Even if people say it's fixed or whatever, he's been putting the work in, and he's definitely matured in his mentality. The reason I say that is because, did you see the video where the guy approached him and was saying like, oh, I left my job and my 100k job and blah blah, and he actually gave him like solid advice. And I was like, you know what? You could have been a dick there, but you actually... I completely agree with what you've just said to this man. Well done on maturing and thinking about how you handle yourself. And I can only hope that's the kind of sort of mental discipline that comes along with boxing training, because I definitely know that when you train, you form not only a discipline in your body, but in your mind as well. So, you know what? I would love to see Logan Paul thrown into a new Fight Night game, and it will definitely shift a few more copies, and we're definitely getting a new Fight Night game. That's basically been confirmed. So I'm really happy about that, to be fair. Still want a new Def Jam? I think Def Jam would just be too much of an issue. I think you could do a game like Def Jam, but I don't think it would necessarily be Def Jam at this point in time. You know? I think it would be quite good to have a rap fighting game, but I don't think that it would be Def Jam. Obviously, people would want it to be Def Jam, but I think... times have moved on. Artists are a lot more independent. People are going to want a lot more money to be involved in things like that. Back in the time when Def Jam was coming out, a lot of those people were involved with the label and such, you know, and it was very easy to be like... It was a time where people like Wu-Tang were getting games, and every movie was getting a game, and Pepsi got a game, and all of this kind of stuff, you know? So it's like, if they're going to do a game like that, it would have to be a spiritual successor to a Def Jam game, but I wouldn't be mad at that either. It just takes the right kind of person to do it. But can you imagine, like, I think it'd be very hard now with a lot of rappers to just be like, can we put you in our game and we'll pay you X amount? Because there's a big legacy now, and being in a video game now isn't as special as it was when Def Jam came out at the time it came out. They should have prioritized Fight Night over UFC. Yeah, 100%, but at least we know that it's happening. Only jam I want is a new NBA jam. Yeah, fair enough. Do you know what I miss as well? I miss the Street series. I miss NFL Street, I miss FIFA Street, and I miss NBA Street. I feel like those were really good, fun games, and I don't know why they stopped making them. They're actually really good. Ubisoft had had a solid couple of years, not forgetting AC Valhalla and Watch Dogs Legions 2. That's a very, very good point. Have you heard Todd said that Starfield started development back in 2015 after Fallout 4? I did not. The Canelo fight was great. He's a beast. I didn't see it, but has everyone seen that ginger guy knocking out everybody in the club? Because that's a great little piece of footage, man. Esports Boxing Club looks pretty good. It very much does. And that was looking like the spiritual successor to Fight Night, which is probably why EA have seen that people are quite excited for a game like that to come out and gone, we need to go and get our money. In the same way that, like, there was no talk about Skate, and then suddenly out of nowhere Skate 4's coming out, even though we've got no news on Skate 4 coming out, you know? So... if you create enough of a hype, the big dogs come back in and they say, oh, there's money in this again now, is there? But also, with the way that boxing's sort of taken to the forefront in recent times, be it gimmicky fights or whatever you want to call them, now does seem like a fairly decent time to do a new Fight Night. So I hope they do that well. I hope it has a really good sort of careers mode thrown in or something along those lines as well. I saw that video. I was like, someone come get Briggsy. That guy was swinging, man. My favorite part about that video is the three guys in the corner that aren't in the fight, that can't move out of the fight, looking like three scared meerkats. Like, love it, man. Absolutely love it. Def Jam, Eminem would be the final boss? I don't think so, man. I think they probably, in this day and age, it would be corny, and it'd be someone like Drake. Like, it genuinely would be someone like Drake, because he's like the biggest face in rap. you know? And then that's the other reason why I don't think we'd get a new Def Jam, is because people that are beefing actively, like say Drake and Kanye or whatever, they don't want to be in a scenario where you can actually fight it out. You know, they don't want that. They don't want people to make stupid jokes about, oh, Drake got his face beat in by Kanye West or whatever. Like, so that's why I think that Def Jam couldn't exist in this day and age. But I think that they should definitely work on something. Not necessarily Def Jam, but like I'm saying, you need the right company with the right amount of money and endorsement to get everybody on board, or you need a rapper with enough money to say, I want to make a game who's cool enough with everyone that can get them all involved and such. But one thing I will say off of the back of that, you see Death Stranding? Death Stranding is an incredible game. All of the cutscenes are absolutely incredible. But where Death Stranding slightly lacks is the fact that there's blatantly times where they just didn't get Norman Reedus to do the voice acting because he'd been paid X amount of money, you know? There's certain times where you're walking around or he just doesn't interact with people because he'd been paid enough and the budget for that to get in actors of that quality, so many actors as well that they had in that. Like, that's the same problems that making a fight rap game would run into, basically. You'd need to get certain people in, you need to do all of the... It's just too much of a headache. This is the glitch I was talking about. This 1 million horsepower glitch. Just a brief thing. I mainly want to discuss Horizon just to see what people were thinking about it, because for me it's quite foreign. But watch this glitch, man. I've seen a couple things like this on YouTube and Twitter recently. I've seen ones where cars are just actually driving around, like, off of things that aren't there. But yeah, there's a couple things that need to be patched in this game, right? Also, that sound is horrible. Like, which is mad, right? Like, stuff just loading in properly. I've seen cars driving in places. I've seen cars falling through the map. There's a lot of stuff in this which is like... doesn't make it look like a Game of the Year contender to me, but I completely understand how easy it is to pull things out of context to suit your reasoning, you know? So it's very strange to me. Sounds like a vacuum cleaner. It's a very strange sounding thing, isn't it? I haven't seen him hit 1 million horsepower. I don't know how he did it anyway. But, yeah, there's just a few things like this that I'm seeing. But this is what I wanted. I wanted someone to give me a, someone to give me a counterpoint, right? But I was told Forza Horizon 5 is the most beautiful car game. What's on the left? Gran Turismo? Or GTA with mods on? Left is GTA with mods on. Yeah, left is GTA 5 with mods on. That's a little bit underwhelming, isn't it? On the left, it's made by one person. On the right, it's made by 400 people. In my opinion, racing games aren't Game of the Year contenders. I tend to agree with you. I tend to agree with you. Because also, like, yeah. Oops. Also, Gran Turismo is looking like it's looking crazy, man. I look forward to the update. Game looks great regardless. Gran Turismo is looking nutty, man. Like, should we end the poll as well? Oh yeah, Gran Turismo. Racing games and sports games don't win Game of the Year. Of course not. Gran Turismo 7 graphics give me a semi? Nope, they can be Game of the Year? FIFA 22 is my Game of the Year? Wild. Wild, man. Stunning, though. Genuinely. Different purposes, though. GT is going to be very sim. Forza is just for fun. Yeah, completely understandable. Completely. That's a fair comment as well. What I would say, in argument of how anything can be Game of the Year, your Game of the Year should ultimately be the game you enjoyed the most, right? It should be the game that brought you the most joy. It's not 100% about, oh, this was the best game on graphics alone, because graphics alone don't make a game. It's about everything that comes into play, right? It's about how everything all comes together to create that enjoyment factor. Obviously, I think you have to draw a certain line. I feel like you can't be like, well, this mobile game is my Game of the Year. I mean, on a personal level, it can be, but I feel like it has to tick enough boxes, which is like graphics, mechanics. Is the story does it hit you on some sort of emotional level? And by emotional level, I guess that's where the sort of enjoyment factor comes into it, you know? So, I think all of those things should really be considered when you're talking Game of the Year. My Game of the Year... Also, I really like this beat, man. But this looks great. This looks great. I think it looks nutty, man. I think it looks nutty. In a good way, you know? But I mean, this... While it's a sim, it still looks fun, right? Like, it still actually looks like you can just go in and have a lot of fun. Like, it's real driving simulating, but then depending on what they actually do with all of the maps and the way you can engage in it and stuff, that's definitely going to have an effect on it as well. So just quickly, while we take a little bit of a break from looking at some footage and we get back into the chat, let's put that back on. I should probably I need to set up my stream deck so it's like ready for this once a week, but because this is the first week of doing it since we've done the 2 one-off versions of this, it is what it is. What's my game of all time? I don't have one. We literally were speaking about this on Death Stranding yesterday. I don't like to put one thing in one definitive box, because to me there's a whole different array. I play different games for different reasons, you know, like there's a whole different reason that I enjoyed one game to the other, and then to try and compare those two is just a foolish thing. There never has to be a scenario for why one thing is the best thing. Look, I love fried chicken, but I don't just go to one fried chicken outlet, you know? Like I go to an array because each one of them might have a different reason that I go to them. Some of them give me better fries, some of them have a better quality in their chicken, some of them have a nice crunchy, some of them are a little bit more sort of soft to the touch but then hit better, you know? Some of them do better wings than boneless chicken and things like that. Like there's a whole different array for why I may enjoy something, and I don't like putting them all into this direct, this one has to stand above the others, because I don't think life is like that either. You know, I don't have one best friend. I have many best friends and many good friends and many good acquaintances. No one person is better than the other, and that's how I kind of think about everything else as well. I have an array of things that I actually enjoy, and I'm happier in life by doing that. That's not to say that I don't end up doing stupid comparisons on my life in other elements and such. And I think social media overall really forces us into this sort of mental sort of competition in general, you know. I think very much life, not even so much life, I think the capitalistic nature of life that we're given makes us think that we all have to be number one and we all have to be the main protagonist and such. But the thing that I love about most animes and things that I watch is even if there's a main protagonist, there's still a fucking team that backs him up, and there's still elements that each one of those members of the team can do that benefits the rest of the team. You take someone like One Piece, right? Like Luffy is the main protagonist, but you ask most people who their favorite character is, most of the time it's not going to be Luffy. That's because he needs that team around him to achieve his dream and for them to achieve their dreams. And that's what life's all about, man. It's not about singling things out. And I think people get so wrapped up in this sort of, well, this has to be better than this and this has to be more than this and whatever. And I think that really comes into play in the gaming industry as well, you know? It's okay to like things for different reasons. If that was the case, if we only liked one thing for being the best, then there would be no variety in life. You know, and if there's no variety in life, then it's going to be fucking boring. So I don't have a game that stands above all rest of them. I have a whole array of games that I really enjoy. And yeah, I'm hungry for chicken now as well. This is the most South London metric I've ever heard. Oh, at least you didn't relate it to race, man. Thank you very much. Oh, I'm waiting for someone to come in. This is the blackest shit I ever heard. On some absolute racial stereotype shit, man. You remember that Chappelle joke? Where I'm not even gonna get into it. I'll stop talking about food. We're here to talk about games overall. But thank you very much, man. TGK, welcome to the chat. Timo, welcome to the chat. Mick Gaming, welcome to the chat as well. How you doing? Now I'm hungry. We're all bloody hungry. We're all hungry. Cedric, how you doing? But PlayStation better than Xbox? Yeah, to be fair. But like I said, Xbox offers things that PlayStation doesn't, and for people, that variety is very needed, you know? Do you think the Game of the World having a Game of the Year is a negative thing? No, because by choosing a Game of the Year, it allows for more discussion. What it ultimately does is create discussion, and that's not a bad thing at all. Like, take last year, for example. While The Last of Us cleaned house, there's so much people that were like, but Ghost of Tsushima was my Game of the Year, or whatever, you know? And that creates a much better conversation. And just because something gets decided as the Game of the Year, you are still free to have your opinion. It's not the be-all and end-all or whatever. Yeah, it looks great for that studio, and congratulations to that studio. But you know the thing about awards ceremonies and such? I don't know how much people know this, but this is something I learned from working in the media. You know, most awards ceremonies, you pay to get into. I don't mean you pay to go be in the crowd or whatever. I mean, you get contacted by award ceremonies that go, we were considering for putting you up in this category or whatever. Do you want to pay the fee to be nominated and potentially win? Because it makes your company look better and you can say, oh, we have this accolade. So it's all a farce anyway. It's all just imaginary regardless. Like, you know, it's just a vanity thing, like so much other things in life. But at the same time, I think it's good for discussion. Speaking of awards, though, the Game Awards this year are talking about having maybe 48 to 50 games, new games to talk about, like to show off us stuff from 50 games. At the Game Awards in December. Like, I don't know what Jeff's doing, but he's doing it right. It's the same in design. You pay to submit entries. Exactly. There you go. This is what I mean, man. And when I learnt that, I realized, yeah, it's completely engineered just to let people come in and pay some money and then go, oh, well, we got this tag and this accolade and blah, blah, blah. They did it for TGA for 2 years in a row now, Bam. What, that much amount of games? But like this is hot off the presses. Like, I know they've shown off a lot of games, but I mean 50 games to show off in the Games Awards, like they keep just getting better. Like, it's a good way to end the year, you know? And we covered the Game Awards last year. Will probably be another official co-stream for this year as well. Think Kojima's gonna reveal Abandoned. Probably. Oh, someone earlier said, I enjoyed your video about Death Stranding. I mentally took note of that, but I was in the middle of something, so I didn't say. So whoever said that, thank you very, very much. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for listening to my thoughts and feelings on such things. I really do appreciate people not only listening to what I have to say, but then adding to that conversation. I like the fact that we are able to talk about these things and bounce off of each other with the things that we like and such, and then continue that conversation as well. So thank you for taking the time to do that. Liza P. Just going to throw that out there. I know we're just sort of talking about things that have come out this week and so on and so forth. I want to talk a bit about Elden Ring, but at the same time, it'd be very easy to load up an Elden Ring gameplay video here. But because I know I'm going to be streaming it on Friday, I want to save myself surprises because we've all got access to the same area and so on and so forth. I've already been told that like there's like 6 potential bosses you can fight in the area. You only need to defend one. Like that's the one problem with Twitter when something like this happens, is just... yeah, like everything is spoiled instantly. So I need to now go and put like Elden Ring and a bunch of things under like my muted words on Twitter. But even when you do that, it doesn't necessarily do it, but I'm looking forward to it. So that's why I'm leaving Elden Ring off of today's discussion. But on the flip side of that coin, Lies of P, which I did do a reaction video, is looking very, very, very good. And I can't believe that it's like some... Dan O'Shea was saying it gives him Bioshock vibes. To me, it almost has a slight bit of a Silent Hill vibe to the creepiness behind it all as well. And then obviously very big Bloodborne vibes to it as well. Really looking forward to that game. I really can't wait to see what's going on with it. A game that is out this month, that I'm actually kind of looking forward to and considering playing, is this game right here. Now, I don't know how much people know this about me, and you probably don't know this about me, but I am a huge Sherlock Holmes fan. I've been to the museum. I owned a pipe. I've worn the hat. I watched all of the original series. I haven't read the books, okay? I'm not that big a Sherlock Holmes. In theory, I'm a big Sherlock Holmes fan. I like the TV series. I like the original old school TV series like that used to air back in the day. I don't really like the movie with Downey Jr., but it is what it is. So when they announced that there's actually a Sherlock Holmes game coming out and Chapter 1 comes out this month, I'm excited. And I kind of want to play it on stream. You know, I kind of want to play it on stream. But I keep packing out my stream schedule to the point where I don't know how I'm going to cover everything. But I guess it's good that I'm a variety streamer. So I think, along with when I order up GTA Trilogy, I will probably order this. Now, take a little look at it and let me know if you think this is the kind of game that you want to see me maybe do a one-off stream or play like once or twice a month or something. Here we go. I genuinely am looking forward to it, man.
We've almost arrived at Cordona. We're back where we grew up. Do you recall clambering over these walls as a child?
The governor gave his speech there. I was extremely irritated by his lies. I shouted my opinions very loudly for everyone to hear.
Behold, Sherlock Holmes's famous adherence to justice was born here.
Mycroft was angry but calm. He led me away from the stage.
I shall not indulge
Like, I love
this
these detective kind of games, you know?
It is time you come to
Like-
accept that some things are bigger than yourself.
Like, I think that these sort of games work really well
I
for
hate to
streaming
break it
because
to
we
you,
all go on the
officer, but
journey together.
It wasn't an accident.
Care to elaborate, smarty boots?
And I don't think this is the kind of game
So
that a
what's
lot of
your
people will
stake in
pick up
this?
either. So I think this
You're
could be a
some
good
sort
sort of niche
consulting
stream.
detective.
Yes, I suppose you could call
It's
me
not
that.
got the greatest graphics
Let's
in the
get back
world,
to
but
the
it looks
crime
pretty
scene.
good in
I
game.
love seeing you explain
you can't
simple
see the
things to
facial models.
simpletons.
Of course. Explanations are my favourite part of any conversation. The bottle of wine I found near the victim had been poisoned with cyanide. This is a rich boy's game, a way to fight off boredom. This is a performative farce, a feeble excuse to
Do you see what I
avoid
mean? Like, the
responsibilities,
models
and
aren't
that
great,
I was after a
but
British
the
noble who
environment and
takes
stuff, it
boxing
all sort
lessons,
of comes
and you've
together
been
quite
attempting
well.
to conceal something square-shaped within your pocket. Your
It's a little
wrists
bit-
are bloodied, and there's no way
But
a
that's
servant's
Sherlock Holmes,
manhandling could
you know?
cause such an injury. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I know that you killed Thorne's crewmates, and I know why.
Wait, what? Wait.
It looks like you got like sort of
Oh my! It is quite something to
like a
witness those
hitman
powers
change
of deduction
costume and
firsthand.
things. So that's cool. I mean, that's a good
What
feature.
can I say? I've always enjoyed working with the Holmes.
Before you go, impress me. What do you see?
So it's out like literally like in 6 days' time. So I'm kind of I think I'm gonna order that up as well. I think that could be a fun stream. And also, as TGK said, if you enjoy a game, then why not just stream it or play it anyway? The models seem indie quality, but that's not always a bad thing. Exactly, not at all. I like games that take you in different directions, Bam. On the Sherlock Holmes games with many choices and butterfly effects. Exactly. You don't need to play all the games streamers are playing. That's true. And that's something that I don't necessarily do. Like, for the past over a month, I've been just playing Death Stranding. And not much people were playing Death Stranding. Like, there's been a few people playing the director's cut and such. But it's not like, it's not up there. I'd rather see Sherlock over GTA. Okay, that's it. I think I'd rather play a new game than an old game. Nailing voice acting probably more important than fidelity here. Yes, exactly. That's a great point as well. And it seemed like really well acted. So I like the look of that. My company has won the German Design Award. And like you mentioned, Bam, they came to us and they want 2.5k so that we can take part in this awards. So it feels kind of fake. Yeah, exactly. It's strange that they do that. It's 100% strange that they do that. How many games am I currently playing? On stream, the only games I've got left to do are Vanguard, which I'm mainly through Vanguard because Vanguard's campaign is only supposedly around 5 or 6 hours. So I'm definitely close to getting through that. Guardians of the Galaxy, which I think I've got a fair bit to get through. And I also have Demon Slayer storyline, which I haven't played beyond like maybe the second chapter, but that's sort of like a back burner game. It's a bit of a back burner game. Like, I don't mind when I play that. There's no rush. It's very much just like playing through the anime. It's all right, but it's a bit sort of boring because the reason that you're gonna play a Demon Slayer game is because you're a fan of the anime or the manga. And then when they're just showing you all of that in cutscenes, it's a bit like, And this is why I really feel like anime games need to evolve into more fleshed out open world RPGs with actual progression and not just be fight game scenario games. I've said this a lot, but I will stick by that, I want good games that expand on the lore and stuff. In that same vein, I know we're here to talk about games. I don't want Netflix to do all of these live action anime adaptations, man. They're doing One Piece, they're doing Gundam Wing, they're doing Cowboy Bebop and all of this stuff. I don't want it. I want Disney Plus to take on these things. I think Disney Plus, like Marvel Studios, Star Wars Studios and stuff, tackling and adapting anime would be incredible. But Netflix doing it, not so much. Moving on. Did I ever watch Star Trek TNG with the Sherlock series? There's the parts where Data basically becomes Sherlock. I remember that. Attack on Titan games were decent. Yeah, they were, to be fair. Overall, how would I rate Vanguard graphics on PS5, bro? There's a lot you can say about Vanguard when it comes to the multiplayer element. It's massively unbalanced. It can be quite unenjoyable in the multiplayer if I'm in a map that I don't enjoy or a scenario that I don't enjoy. But the graphics on that game, bro, the graphics on that game, the graphics in the campaign, forget about it. Legitimately, the cutscenes. Do you remember when Cold War came out? And they showed us like the cutscene trailer for Cold War, and everyone was like, the graphics in this look amazing. Vanguard looks better. I've been playing Death Stranding, and the cutscenes in Death Stranding are really good graphically, especially considering that it's a slight bit older. But the cutscenes in Vanguard, can I just show you like a quick opening shot or something from Vanguard here, bro? Like, I'm not even just saying this. I'm not just saying this. It's like
Nazi Germany.
SOE says the Krauts are moving something.
Even the in-game engine stuff, but that's not what I want to show you. I want to show you like an actual.
You must be from Neustadt.
I want to show you. I want to show you like the
Sometimes the only one.
the pre-rendered stuff, right? The pre-rendered in Vanguard.
The way to honor a fallen soldier is to finish the mission. But
Cinematic, bro.
while the
Absolutely
blood stains your
cinematic.
boots.
And just like, why has it got to go dark here?
So fire your flares to let the Major know the job's done.
Alright, yeah, this sequence was actually really, really good.
Alright, this is it. You know the drill. Stand up! Hook in!
It looks dope, man.
Stand by!
Like, it looks so good.
See you on the ground!
And it looks even better when you're seeing it with your own eyes, on your own console, on your own monitor. But, like, very, very well done, man. Very, very well done. Do you see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? So genuinely, if you are someone that enjoys Call of Duty campaigns, but you're not a fan of like the sort of multiplayer elements or things like that, I would highly recommend getting Vanguard when it goes on sale, because the campaign, and I'm sure, I haven't tried the zombies, but I'm sure zombies will be a lot of fun as well. But yeah, man, like a movie. I said that when I was playing it. I was like, I could watch a movie of this, and you are basically watching a movie of it anyway. But especially because, like, Laura Bailey. Let me just let me see if I can pull up like Laura Bailey in Vanguard. Is just Laura Bailey in real life. Like, it's nuts, man. There's like a whole interrogation scene with Laura Bailey in this. Is it like here? It's like here? Or just this clip right here, just quickly, so you can see.
This fight
It's worse.
wasted. All those years teaching me how to shoot.
Come on, man.
Wasted.
Do you see what I mean?
Fucking
Like,
amazing.
feel how you feel about Call of Duty multiplayer and stuff. But
Don't be in a rush to fight, Dutch.
they've done a great job with this campaign, and it's a shame that like people are probably so burnt out from Call of Duty overall, because I feel like that this has actually been a really, really good
Matters.
campaign. Like, it's not just the visual storytelling, it's a really fun playthrough in the campaign as well. So it's mad to me that this is probably gonna go completely under the radar for most people, you know, but it's a fun little war story. I know people are burnt out from World War scenarios and things as well, but hey, really good looking game, man. Really, really good looking game. We're at an hour now. I'm going to open the floor back up. This is about discussing things that have come out in the week, things that are coming out this month, all of that good stuff. I forgot, I'm not going to lie to you, I forgot that I said that I would start this up again this month, up until about 2 hours before I went live. So next week, I'll have everything prepped that I want to talk about. But for now, it's a little bit, we're doing it a little bit ragtag. As I said, I'm doing this every Wednesday because, one, I want to ensure that I'm still streaming on YouTube regularly. I'm still doing uploads and stuff like that, but I want to have 1 day a week where we check in, and at the same time, when I'm streaming up to 4 hours, playing different games, 5 hours, different games on Twitch for most of the week, I need a day where we break it down and we just kick back and chat and so on and so forth. And I thought the best way to do that would be to do it back on YouTube, because all of my discussional stuff and things like that happen here, you know? Happen over here. We're still doing event streams and reaction streams and all of that stuff over here as well. So there we go. Regarding the driving in Death Stranding, we all often complained about the vehicles not steering correctly. There's actually a drift mechanic, but only learned it by playing the racetrack. Now, I didn't have no time for sort of a racetrack or anything like that. Update on the retro throwback streams. At this point in time, Jeffrey, I think it's just probably better that we do that at the start of a new year, because actually, these next two, it's so tough. It's so tough to fit in everything. I could fit in everything, but it would mean streaming even longer. And then the more that I stream, it's going to be more difficult to do that. But definitely we're going to get the retro streams going. I think it's a Throwback Thursday is a good way of doing it. And that works in also breaking things up a little bit more as well. So thank you for reminding me as well. This is the one thing about having like dyspraxia. Like my brain is like, unless I write it down or whatever, it's all over here. That's why I can be inconsistent sometimes, because I have something in my brain that stops it from scheduling things out properly. It's a genuine medical condition. It is what it is. But I do my best, you know. I like campaigns better. I campaigns better than getting killed on multiplayer. Yeah, of course. And also, it's just nice because, you know, one of the things that I really enjoyed about Modern Warfare when I first played it was such a cinematic experience. But at the same time, like, the missions and such were so much fun. And one thing I can say about most Call of Duties is at least they've had decent campaigns throughout, mainly, you know? So that is definitely a credit to what they do well. And I wish they put more focus on that than the multiplayer sometimes. So it is what it is. I'll send you some post-it notes. Thank you, man. I massively appreciate it. Warren, how you doing? Any plans to still start Dark Souls series before Elden Ring? What did I decide upon? I think I'm going to take your advice and probably just do some Dark Souls free, because you said it was a much better idea, and I trust you. So I think I'm going to be doing some Dark Souls free. I don't know if I'm going to stream it or not, but I definitely need to get ready for some Elden Ring. But what I'm feeling about Elden Ring, the sort of vibe I'm getting is, while it is like open world Dark Souls, is there's a lot of Sekiro and Bloodborne influence in this game, man. There's a lot of, like, you can crouch to sneak around. That's straight out of Sekiro. The jump and such, like the maneuverability and some of the like things I've seen in that 15-minute gameplay stuff felt very Sekiro to me, as opposed to Soulsy, you know. But yeah, Dark Souls 3, gonna get into it. Just on another note, I started reading last night the Dark Souls comics. I've been reading the Bloodborne comics, which are awesome, by the way. If you haven't read them, awesome. And the thing that I'm really looking forward to with the Dark Souls 3 is, because I was playing some Sekiro yesterday, right? And I went up against Rin of the Water, and I went up against the Fate Corrupted Monk, right? Which is good. The Fate Corrupted Monk only has one life. But the thing about Sekiro that makes Sekiro so difficult that you forget isn't in other Souls games is that everyone bloody has 2 or 3 lives. 3 lives in some scenarios in Sekiro. So I'm really looking forward to playing some Dark Souls where people just have like 1 life, probably for the most part, you know? Like, it's very, very difficult. Panforum, I don't want to talk about Death Stranding anymore at this point in time. We played the game. It's not a game that's relevant to like this week in gaming or anything. So I'm just throwing that out there, yeah? No, so, you know, like, is what it is. We're here to talk about games that are coming out this week and next week and generally this month, or things that are out in general, or the future of things as well. Not to be rude in any shape or form, just, you know, we're past that now, bro. I'm not going back for my replay until next year. So stuff like that. Like, I don't want it to be like a thing that's going to like become like a personal conversation between just me and you when there's like 30 other people to discuss things with right here as well, you know. That's what the Death Stranding streams were mainly for, and the afterthoughts on Death Stranding. But yeah, overall, the only other game that I have a slight interest in for this month, because I don't know what's happened, but it's like November's dead, man. And I don't know if it's because a lot of the games that should have been coming out now in December have been pushed to January and February and such, but I definitely feel like we're in a situation now where we're in a lull period again, which is why it might be a good idea to maybe do a couple retro games in this like next 2 months, like throw in Dark Souls 3 for a stream and such, because we're in a very much lull period. But one game that I wouldn't mind trying out or testing at least and seeing how it goes, because I actually streamed this for a branded campaign when the first one came out, Jurassic World Evolution 1, but I wouldn't mind picking this game up. But when I play this game, I don't know about you, I don't know about you, but I just like making everything go wrong.
This is the world we made.
Like, I try my best to make everything go
Despite everything
absolutely
that we've
wrong.
witnessed, we just can't resist playing God.
I feel like I'd have some fun with this.
We fool ourselves
Feel like
into
it could be-
believing that if we could
This
go
is a
back
good chilled
in
stream.
time,
This is the kind of stream where you can
make
kick
better
back and talk
choices.
to people. Also, Jeff Goldblum,
wiser
met him,
decisions.
man. Incredible person. Incredibly great person.
Maybe this time we just let nature take its
But they put
course
the Megalodon in Jurassic
and
Park.
resist
Yeah, I
our
hope they do as well.
compulsion
That's a good call.
to control it.
It's a really good call.
But
But
no,
this looks a lot cleaner than the first game,
it's not in our nature, is
which
it?
I think is awesome as well. I've got to try the Metal Gear Solid series.
Out here in the wild, chaos
We were talking about this
is inevitable,
yesterday,
and chaos
and I said if I'm going to do it,
always finds a way.
then
The question now is,
I'll play Metal Gear 5.
where will
Yes,
it
the
take us
Megalodon just
next?
saw it. Was it in there? I'm half watching the chat. It's like snowy environment as well. That's cool. Is it out now? Oh shit! Shit, it's out now. Oh, well, I'm adding that to my list of things. What's with the horn on the T-Rex? I believe, if I'm not wrong, that is. Someone's going to say it before me. You got the you got the T-Rex. You've got the What is it? It's the carnivore that's always associated that isn't the T-Rex. Who in chat knows it? Who in chat knows it? Metal Gear 5 is the worst regarding the story, but this is it. I don't want to play 5 games for the sake of story. I want to play a game that's actually good to play, you know? And that's what we were going on about yesterday, pretty much. It's not a T-Rex. It's a Ceratosaurus. There we go. There we go, man. There's another one as well, though. There's another one. The what is it, man? You're gonna make me Google it now because it's the Allosaurus. There we go. It's the Allosaurus. The Allosaurus with horns. Yeah, it is the Allosaurus, right? There's a type of Allosaurus that has horns. Iguanodon, no, but yeah, they also had all. Didn't Iguanodons have the one thing? The Allosaurus has the little like bumps on the front of its head kind of thing. The horny T-Rex. That's my stripper name. All the Metal Gear stories is like you're talking to your local crackhead, but the gameplay is top tier. Metal Gear Solid 5 has one of the best play mechanics, and that's why I said I give it a go, you know, because if it's something because people would like to see me play the game, then I'm gonna have to stream it, and I don't want to get caught up in the we're gonna have a dinosaur debate between Jeffrey and Callie now, so I respect it so much. The Carnotaurus as well. Oh man, do you know one way we can settle this is when I get the game, we can figure it out together. How about that? But yeah, I'm scrolling back up here to now see as well. Hun, thank you very, very much. Love the pitch for the sequel. I enjoyed my sequel pitch as well. I'm going to fill it out and do a proper video on that for Death Stranding. That's the last I'm going to say about Death Stranding after what I said earlier. But thank you for taking the time out to watch that. I do really appreciate that. Dark Souls 3 starts the trend of Bloodborne and Sekiro. The bosses have multi-phases. Another suggestion, how about trying The Surge? It's a good sci-fi Souls-like. If I'm going to do a sci-fi Souls-like, then I need to just go back and finally beat Returnal. Like, I've been thinking about this a lot recently, man. I see people sharing their Returnal gameplay and stuff, and I'm like, it's the one that got away. It's the one that got away. And I'm really like part of me is like, you need to do it, man. Because I bought the game, and I got to the 3rd biome, and then I sucked out. And I'm better than that, man. I am better than that. if I can go in with the same mentality that I've had when I've revisited Sekiro recently, like Sekiro I'm clearing bosses in a few tries now and such, so if I can go in with the mentality in a positive light, then I might just be able to actually take down Returnal. Like, maybe I need to do that. Maybe I need to do that before the year is out. Maybe December, or whatever I was talking about, is Dark Souls 3 and Returnal month. But then at the same time, maybe I don't want to make myself the angriest I've ever been before Christmas. You know, like, it's difficult. It's very, very, very difficult. If you get past the third biome, you should be good to finish the game. Is there rage quit footage? Yeah, but it wasn't like an absolute rage quit. Actually, let's see. We can see. I can bring it up here. Hang on. I can actually, because it's on this channel. So let's see what happened with Returnal. Show all. And then based on the date, go to live, sorry. So it was May 13th. Was it here? Something happened. Was it the sound glitch? It was the sound glitch. I remember it was the sound glitch. It's here. It's here. Like, hang on. What happened? Something happened. I can't even see it in here. There was a sound glitch. And then it just ruined it. May 13th is the day my baby is due. Hey, there we go. Congratulations once again. Very, very congratulations. Yeah, rage clips left. I don't remember. It wasn't like a rage quit. I might name it rage quit now in tribute. It wasn't a rage quit. It's on here somewhere. The entire that has been my exploration. I handled it like a champ. Something went wrong with the audio, man. Something went wrong with the audio. Basically, it was like, and then I had to restart. And then I think it was the run after that. My heart wasn't in it. And then I just blamed the sound glitch, and I was like, you know what? Fuck this game. Absolutely fuck this game. It was sad moments, man. It was all sad moments. But, yeah. Maybe I go back to some Returnal. Maybe I do it. Maybe I do it. Maybe not. The new save feature allows for saving mid-runs. It gets deleted once you resume. That's also handy as well. Geralt of Rivia. Welcome, man. How's it going? Good to see you in the chat. Thank you very, 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 very much for joining us. And also Superwind45 saying the GTA Trilogy is amazing, man. Have you been playing it? I would love some more context on it. Have you been playing it? I will not lie. I've really enjoyed this stream, so a like is in order. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. I've enjoyed doing this stream as well. You were getting close to completing the third biome, and then there was a sound. Yeah, it was the sound glitch. Yeah, and it felt like it was a good run, but then I couldn't hear anything around me, and I tried to battle through it, and I ended up getting killed, and that was it. And my reasoning wasn't so much that the game was bad, it was more that I was annoyed that the game had such a game-breaking glitch to the point that it would force me to restart the cycle, and that was what annoyed me more than anything. It wasn't like, I think I could have stuck in it, but it was more the fact that it was something that was so game-breaking to me that shouldn't have been in the game. that ultimately pissed me off even more. Like, more so than dying or anything like that. It was just like, everyone was like, this game's so great, and da-da-da-da-da. And then it's just like, you know what, actually? This game this game has got a horrible game-breaking glitch. And that, to me, just doesn't promote what I want to be playing. Especially when you're doing, like, 2 to 3 hour runs and such each time, man. Here's a fun game that we're going to have a little look at quickly. This is a submission right here. Check this out. Check out this game. You know what it is, baby. Well, you don't, but you're about to find out. Someone else had a request for a certain thing to put on as well. So if you have any requests, now would be the time. Does the guy become the deer? I still haven't worked it out. I think he does. I think he saves the deer and he becomes the deer. And then everything just goes mental. I just I just don't understand. Like, I know it's a thing, but I don't know what that thing is, and that's really exciting to me. We're gonna take a look at the Portal trailer, and not in his the game Portal, in his like Portal on Battlefield, because obviously that's coming out this weekend, which I unfortunately will not be playing. It's Deer Simulator, bro. Deer Simulator, man. It's the new hottest game that we should all be playing. Stream this. This is not a request. Looks like he was hit by the truck and being in a coma state as the deer he saved. That's also a very good analysis. We'll find out when we stream Deer Simulator at some point in time. So who's going to be playing Battlefield this weekend? I want to know. I really want to know. Paul looks like one of the funnest things about this release, right? I like that they've got someone good at the game playing it. Love some Battlefield? Damn right. I can't wait to... This is a game that's actually... Like, we had a lot of fun with the beta streaming with everybody. So I'm looking forward to do a lot of squad-involved streams with the viewers and the Bamalam. Really looking forward to doing that, you know? Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be playing it this weekend, which is a massive sad, but I will be playing Elden Ring, so it's a bit of a bittersweet thing. Now, the reason that I say it's really good that they've got someone playing this correctly is because, have you seen IGN playing Oddball? I know this counts as... This is going to count as news from this week. I believe it went up this month. It did, so we're gonna have a look at that as well. Have I played Jedi Fallen Order? I did play it, but I didn't complete it. For the reasons that I didn't do it is because when I was playing it, it was very, very glitchy on my Xbox. Now, my friend played for it and had no glitches at all. I had things where I was being sent into the sky, the enemies were spawning in weird places, like legitimately, like the frog thing in one of the early levels, like was just like upside down and in the sky and such. Like, I was getting into a lot of problems with the game, and it just put me off it overall. Would I revisit Jedi Fallen Order? That's a different question. That's a very different question. And I think I would enjoy it more now because it's got that sort of like kind of slightly Souls-esque combat, you know? So, we shall see. We shall see, but I'll happily add it onto the list. I'm not a fan of Battlefield type games. Fair enough. Completely fair enough. If I'm going to do Battlefield, because I didn't get the gold thing, what I'd have to do is get EA Pro, which would cost me £15, I believe, and give me only 10 hours access to the game. But actually, no, I read up on it earlier, and that's only for if you got it on PC anyway. So I'm going to have to, I think I'm going to have to sit out Battlefield even if I wanted to play it this weekend. But it's out in just over a week, and the week of release in 9 days when it comes out, I will be playing as well. Am I allowed to stream Elden Ring? Is it fully closed? No, I'm 100% allowed to do it, because as you have probably noticed, all forms of embargo went out of the window today. There are people uploading all of their playthrough stuff all over YouTube right now as we speak. All of the outlets are talking about it and such. The embargo is clearly over, and if the embargo is over, they didn't send out the beta test or network test with any form of NDA anyway, because they knew that the embargo was going to be up. So I will be completely fine to stream it with no repercussions whatsoever, and they already knew this because they've given it out to X amount of people. Obviously people are going to stream it and not listen to them even if they said not to stream it, which is why they gave it early access to the content creators that they wanted to play it early and get their reviews and stuff out for ahead of time. So if you already are interested in Elden Ring and you want to see someone go play through it, you can already go and do that, you know. Got to check Drive Club's weather effects. Is that in the game? I'm just going to put this on in the background quickly while we continue to talk, because what I thought was absolutely hilarious about this is so IGN recently uploaded this video from Halo Infinite, right? Where it's like meant to be showing off a game type. I think the game type is oddball, classic game type, right? But I'm pretty sure the person they got to actually play the game is like blind and deaf. Like he starts off AFK, firstly, which is like, why did you leave that in the uploaded edit, IGN? What are you doing, man? And then watch how this guy plays, right? Like, where was that grenade going? Like, who is this person that they have got to play the game? Like, he's never played Halo in his life, quite clearly. And I don't even think he's actually played a first-person shooter in it, or she in their life either. Like, it's legitimately one of the worst showcases I've seen to show off a game type ever. And I just want to bring this to everyone's attention for a second while I catch up on the comments. But like, it's like the most painful upload I've ever seen from like a professional outlet as far as like gameplay stuff goes. It's not that the game's slow, it's that the person playing it is clearly slow. Like, it's, if you look around the map and you look at how other people are playing the game, there's no problems. And I'm pretty sure there's actual bots in this game as well. Like what is going on there? It's it's legitimately like some of the worst gameplay footage. I don't know who at IGN looked at this and said, yeah, fuck it, we'll upload it. You know, it's terrible. The rain in DC looks stunning. Oh, right, you're talking about an older game. Okay, I'll check that out at some point in time as well. If I was to play those type of shooters, it would have to be a campaign. Yeah, that's fair enough. Halo Infinite just looks slow, but the way they're playing it makes it worse. I mean, you've got sprint abilities and shit. It's not actually that slow and moving. Like, if you look around at what everyone's doing, it's not that slow. It's just this dude, I don't know what he's doing, man. I've never been so shocked at like legitimate gameplay footage. And then when you consider that they're playing against bots and stuff as well, it's mad. It's mad. Put the deer game back on. Like, it's just horrible, man. And then look, 2,800 likes 7,000 dislikes, and every single comment is just flaming IGN for ever letting someone play this game so badly. I mean, this brings down the whole reputation of IGN and games journalists in general. Like, if these are the people that are playing and reviewing games, I'm never gonna trust a review from a major outlet ever again. Like, I now have trust issues on who the fuck they're getting to play these games early access and stuff. Like, it's real bad, man. It's real bad. We're gonna end this evening with a slight discussion about a game that's been out forever. Shit like this is why they're hiding the dislike counter. Now put someone who played the game well. Anyone in the existence of humanity has played that game better, you know? But here's my question to you. Why is this a thing? Why is this game being re-released again? And how do we feel about the current state of gaming and the current state of re-releases and remasters and such? Because I feel like they're really starting to take the piss with it, man. I genuinely don't understand, right? How they can have the gall to release this game in 2021 again for a like considerable price, man. Hunger Skyrim with new gear and magic? Oh, okay. Okay. Alright. Sure. I mean, can't lie, I'm gonna buy this again? But they added fishing? Well, okay. You guys are gonna buy it again? You lot are the worst, man. This is why it keeps happening. This is why it keeps happening, man. The more that people keep buying the re-releases and such, is the more that we're just gonna get a PS5 version of GTA 5 says hi. Companies across most media are risk adverse. Remakes are easy money. I know, it's such a shame though, right? This is what I'm saying, man. Like, I want to go back to the days where we get like a Pepperami game. We get like a Pepsi Man game. If a movie comes out, it instantly gets a game. Like, I miss all of that. I'm not going to lie to you. I massively miss all of that. OST is fire though. Yeah, no denying it. But I would just much rather a new Elder Scrolls at this point in time. I don't know about you, but I would much... It's the same way that I feel about GTA and all of the remakes, you know? I mean, there's an upgrade option. I'll do that. And then in a few months, there's a next-gen update coming. That's alright. That's not too bad. I guess. That's alright. Alright. I stand corrected. People still seem to want these things. So, maybe it's me on the wrong side of history. Again. Oh man, reminds me of the Shin Megami Tensei V review that got ratioed. Yeah, that got obliterated, man. That was fun to watch. I'll be honest with you, it was fun to watch them get destroyed like that. So there it is, man. The state of games this month. Well, this week, because we'll be back next Wednesday. Around the same time. I will have it scheduled in way earlier so you guys will be able to set a reminder. One thing I want to say in positiveness for YouTube, if you set a reminder, you do actually get an email when that person goes live with that video, so that's a good thing, you know. But also, Amsel, welcome. Did I start or is it over? It's over, Amsel. I feel like you only get here at the end. But yeah. Thank you very, very much for joining me. As a reminder, I will be on twitch.tv/Bamalam Plays tomorrow night and Friday night. I'll be streaming Elden Ring. I'll probably do a double stream for Elden Ring on Friday though, so everybody can watch it on either platform. So that's a plus. But other than that, all of my gameplay stuff is happening over on Twitch. It's become very difficult for me to edit everything down because we're doing so much, but I'm trying my best to upload shorts and little clips to all of my social medias, and the things that I think work out well for YouTube, highlights and stuff are still going up on here. I want to say thank you to everyone that's taking the time out to watch the uploads. If you do want to join me on Twitch, I'm going to throw it in the chat quickly right now, because if you haven't, it would be great. We're slowly getting close to 500 followers, which is really, really awesome. So I appreciate all of the support from everybody. That's it. Why didn't that work like a link? Let me do it again. HTTP. Is it HTTP/w? Do I just put www? I don't know why it's not. I don't know why it's working. Can you notify us on YouTube when you're live on Twitch? I mean, it's a consistent. I stream from 7 p.m. at Greenwich Mean Time, weekdays, like every day, and then sometimes just random weekend ones as well. So that's kind of like your notification, like, because it's very consistent. If I'm late by like 5 minutes and such, but it's all this month at 7 p.m. weekdays. With weekends being to be announced kind of thing. So that should hopefully help you out. But overall as well, if you are following me on Twitch, then you get an email straight to your inbox, and you also get a notification on the Twitch app if you're using the Twitch app as well. So it definitely covers the bases as much as possible. But yeah, I'm sticking to a schedule, you know. Thank you all very, very much. Big love to the mods for being here. Big love to all of the Bamalam for being here. It's been nice to reconnect with people. It's been nice to find out what you guys are thinking and feeling about things. I really do appreciate it. Looking forward to Elden Ring tomorrow. It's Friday. It comes out. The network test is on the 12th. So that's happening on the 12th. I've just got to quickly move this up because YouTube is slightly different. Like, I have to make sure I wait the correct amount of time in order to end the stream. So thank you very, very much. Thank you for joining me. If I don't see you on Twitch, I will see you either on one of the premieres that go up on the channel, because when I upload I do a premiere so we can talk in there. And if not, then I will see you here next week at the same time for State of Games episode 4. I am out of here. Peace.